Are you ready
Yes.
to kill Hitler?
Yes. I'm so ready.
Let's pick the right difficulty.
Yeah, that's the one. That is our
kill
difficulty.
Hitler.
That's the special needs difficulty.
All right. I got my Capri Sun. I got my pistol.
What's your review of Capri Sun?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a nonsensical product, right?
It doesn't taste very good, and
it's like not juice
not packaged
in like a fundamental
in an intelligent manner.
Like, maybe it is juice. Does it say 100% juice on the outside?
I don't know.
I bet it doesn't, but it'd be funny if it does, and it's just like weird, gross juice. It's not actually that bad. It doesn't taste that bad to me, but it's like there's not much in a packet, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. Like, I think that's what I thought about Capri Sun when I was a little kid, too. It's just like, there's not enough of this shit in this packet.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like annoying.
3 or 4 of these.
Yeah, and it's like kind of annoying, like how they work. Like, you have to stab the straw into them, and the way that works, because it's a fucking bag. Like, juice boxes make way more sense than Capri Sun pouches.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I also didn't turn into a silver person with superpowers.
No.
Oh god, new enemy type.
Yeah, I think those are like officers or something. Man, these guys sure aren't shooting at you.
That's good, because
they're like, oh no, no way.
Ah, don't shoot us. Oh no. Man, into the level.
What if World War II was just like a ruse? What if Hitler was like a German sociologist who decided to like do a thing with the German government to try to make the rest of the world come together? So they're like, oh no, you foiled us.
I was curious, like, I would like to see still a study on, like, a comparison of different countries' textbooks.
Yeah.
How do I... There we go. Can't remember what button I put that on. Good old butt melt.
Good old butt melt. Different countries' textbooks, like how like Japan makes it out to be like, like when we bombed them, it was totally unprovoked and savage or whatever.
Yeah, like,
and how we make it out to be like when they bombed us, it was totally unprovoked and savage or whatever.
Yeah. Key door.
Man, this song is interesting.
Hot dog. That's kind of what it sounds like they're saying.
Some metal band should do like a covers album of the entire soundtrack of this game and the Doom soundtrack.
Look at this noob. What are they even doing?
Don't kill me.
Oh no, I'm running away.
It's not even like a real gun you have, it's like they just pretend to get killed.
Yeah.
They have like sauce packets in their shirts.
I could use a chicken room.
A chicken room. This is a chicken room. This is where we keep our chicken. This game is cool. I like this game.
This game is super cool. I'll be sad to see it go. I don't know what is next on our list. Should find that out.
As usual, I have the power to find out on my smartphone that I have.
What?
Yeah. So, have we been less stupid about how long we took to record this? Has it been like 1 week instead of 2 this time?
I don't know.
I think it's been like 1 week, right? I hope it's been like 1 week.
I don't really have an accurate conception of time anymore.
As you have transcended time?
Yeah. Where? There it is. Man, these levels are strangely small.
So we're infiltrating Hitler's fortress, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm probably missing a lot of secrets and stuff, but...
I mean, we've been doing that this whole time.
This has been our policy.
This isn't a super pro run of Wolfenstein.
It's not?
Wolfenstein. The next game is Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
It'll be interesting if we can find a way. I bet there is. We should play against each other in that, for sure.
Yeah.
Who's your guy in Mortal Kombat? I don't, remember all the guys.
I don't feel very connected to the character. Like, I know of them, but I don't feel like I had, a go-to.
I think Scorpion was mine.
Because
there's Scorpion, there's Johnny Cage, there's Liu Kang or whatever, that weird guy. Weird Asian dude who can do, lightning stuff. And...
was Sub-Zero...
Sub-Zero, yeah. Sub-Zero is also a guy.
There's some chicks that are the same chick, but different chicks.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the other characters other than the ones that we just listed.
Something Jade. It's the green one, and then there's a red one. They are not clothed very well, from what I remember.
Of course they're not. Man, new DOA on next-gen consoles. Am I right?
A new one? Newer than 5?
Like a new DOA, yeah. That's what I heard anyway.
Huh.
Those jiggle physics are going to be exquisite.
Yeah. Man. DOA has
some attractive females in it.
Attractive females. It's kind of fun, too.
Yeah. We had a good time playing it at Charlie's with Dave and Amanda and crew that one time.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Hello, Charlie.
Charlie Chaplin. It's funny that most of the time when people get together and play fighters, no one knows how to play a fighter, so you just end up kind of mashing buttons.
Yeah.
You and I got pretty good quotation marks at Street Fighter at one point.
Yeah,
that was kind of a fun...
Yeah, Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, it was kind of a fun project to just, figure out some very basic skills.
Yeah.
Learn how to play a fighter a little bit, basically, is what we did. I got pretty good with the Ryu characters. I could do all the Shimpukyakus and the Shoryukens I wanted.
Yeah, I got mediocre at everything. That one guy, though, with the arms... T-Hawk? What is his name?
T-Hawk, yeah, T-Hawk was some bullshit.
I would just spam the arms move.
Yeah, that move was bullshit.
Glad to have, not pistol.
Yeah. There's probably a minigun in some hidden room somewhere.
I also got okay at, Persona 4 Arena.
Yeah, that fighting game based on the Persona 4 characters. Yeah.
I got it just because it looked so cool.
Those games are gorgeous. We should definitely... I think Persona is on this list.
Yeah.
Because Persona 4 made such an impact on us. Or me. Did you play it at all?
I haven't played it much.
So it was basically just me?
Except for the fighting game.
Yeah, so Persona 4 is super interesting and, it's exactly what we would want from that kind of anime, but it's a video game, so it's really interesting.
Listen to this song. What's going on here?
So yeah, there's Mortal Kombat, Hexagon, Gizmos and Gadgets, and I think Gizmos and Gadgets we're planning on doing with our friend Neil. That's what it says on the list here.
Yeah, I believe so.
We should do that while he's here.
When
next week or whatever.
Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should
just record
that
Gizmos
game.
and Gadgets. Yeah.
So that we can do that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm supposed to be like a banker or something, running down the streets of Manhattan.
You're just going nuts. Going postal.
Oh, that's what the song makes me think of. It's a montage of a type
Banker
A personality
Simulator
guy.
Banker Simulator 2015.
Being all disgruntled running down the street.
There should be a game that's just New York Simulator.
Yeah.
And you just are trying to get to the other side of New York. And much like Goat Simulator, like really fucked up weird things happen along the way that like are fucked up and weird in a way that might happen in New York, but like get progressively weirder. Just like eventually you get like abducted by a wizard.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Oh.
Gestapo.
Is that what he's saying? Gestapo?
I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me, but I don't know why he would just be saying Gestapo.
The Gestapo aren't just like what German police are called, right?
Hey, a secret.
Nice. Like the Gestapo were like a specific thing.
No, it was like the secret police. It was like the
German pronunciation Gestapo, abbreviation of Geheim Staatspolizei, Polizi? How do you say that in German? I don't know how to pronounce anything in German. Secret
Schnitzel.
State Police was the official secret police of Nazi Germany and German-occupied Europe.
Yeah, so it's like the secret police. It was the guys who... Oh, dog. If they showed up at your door, you probably wouldn't be coming back. Or whatever.
Yeah, according to the Jewish Virtual Library, the Gestapo was the secret police of Nazi Germany and its main tool of oppression and destruction which persecuted Germans, opponents of the regime, and Jews.
This is scary. These
So
levels
Huh?
are not... seem really super easy so far.
Yeah. Maybe you're just pro.
Maybe.
Maybe you've transcended. You're beyond Wolfenstein now.
I'm beyond the controller.
That's a thing Sticky used to say. Our good buddy Sticky. He used to say he was beyond things. You'd just be like...
Graham Ham.
You would just be like... I'm out of ammo, and he'd be like, I'm beyond ammo.
There are piles of bones.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Is that what those are supposed to be?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess. Ooh, does this dude just, like, kill guys? Like, so this is a long winding hallway that has no purpose at all. Except that there's a guy at the end of it with a health pack in front of him. Does he just, like, sit in this hallway eating, like, the rations in that health pack, shooting guys, and then leaving their bodies there to fucking decay and rot?
I mean, you don't know what he was doing down there. Maybe he was, like, token up or something. Maybe his boss is super mean.
Well, I mean, we know who his boss is.
He's a disheveled employee.
It's a disheveled employee.
Yeah.
Disheveled. He's just kind of like unkempt. Harried and unkempt.
As if he rushed to work.
Yes.
I mean, he's just stationed in Hitler's palace, so
Hitler's
probably not
Hitler's
so bad.
Hitler's fuck dome. Hitler's helicopter office. That's what we're in right now. We're in Hitler's helicopter office. It's like that ship that S.H.I.E.L.D. has with the 2 runways on it and stuff.
Damn.
The aircraft carrier thing.
Yeah.
So what's new, Eek? What's new, guy I live with and see every day?
There's a few things I've been thinking about recently.
Go on.
I've been thinking about how strange the surface of your mouth is.
Like the roof of your
The
mouth?
roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if
what's
they're
up
all
with that?
different. I wonder if the patterns are different.
It's like a fingerprint.
Yeah. The roof of my mouth feels like a rib cage to me.
Yeah, it's very odd.
It's like a Klingon's forehead.
Yeah.
That's totally what it's like. There's gonna be a guy around this corner. Okay, so you've been thinking about that. What conclusions have you come to?
It's more of an open question right now. It's not, I haven't really...
Results are inconclusive so far. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if they're all fucked up because we fuck them up because like you burn
Like
the
hot
roof of your mouth
food.
all the time and stuff. Yeah, I wonder if your mouth is just like melted into weird contours.
So I was wondering because that's basically what made me think of it, because I bit into a hot slice of pizza earlier and it kind of messed it up a little
That's
bit more.
why eating with
I
a
think.
knife and a fork makes way more sense because you never have to bite with the roof of your mouth like that.
Yeah.
Knife and fork is just superior.
I'm just
You don't get your hands dirty and you don't burn your fucking mouth.
lazy.
It's not harder, though, to use a knife and a fork. It's like the same amount of effort. And like less annoying.
Fair point. Fair play. I'll consider your counsel next time I'm selecting my...
People always be like, man, you're a dweeb. You eat pizza with a knife and a fork. And I'm like, man, you're an idiot. You don't. So what are the other things that you've been thinking about lately? Because that one, I think we ran that well dry.
Yeah. There's really just one other thing.
Okay, you realize that a few means 3 or more, right?
Yeah.
So what you should have said is that
Alright.
you've been thinking of a couple of things.
We had come up with a joke in which the phrase "butt chug a sandwich" was involved. And I'm just...
Butt chug a sandwich?
Yeah.
Was this like last night or something?
It was like a week ago.
Okay.
Um,
Butt chug a sandwich.
and I've just been thinking about that phrase
I don't
a
know if
lot.
it was a joke so much as you just said that and thought it was really funny.
It's stuck around, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like... it's just rattling around in there.
You're just thinking about butt chugging sandwiches now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another joke that is more of an actual joke is the whole, like, calling somebody the name of a fast food brand.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, instead of saying you asshole, you're like, you fucking Big Mac.
You goddamn McMuffin.
You can add adjectives to it. You goddamn egg McMuffin. You goddamn cheesy egg McMuffin.
I feel like that has a certain amount of weight to it.
Yeah. You fucking McMuffin. It's almost, I mean, it's like pretty much exactly the same as saying like McFuckstain.
Yeah. Well, you're just a fucking McRib, aren't you?
That's pretty good. I enjoy that.
I got a key. I don't remember. I was paying approximately no attention to where there was a locked door at one point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back this way and see if it's...
I was paying like less than no attention.
You were actively...
I was actively unlearning information that I had previously learned.
About this game. And me and stuff.
Free your mind, man. You gotta unlearn what you've already learned.
You gotta make room.
Yep.
For more stuff.
Yeah. That's why you can't ever remember shit, because your desktop is all cluttered. You never fucking delete anything.
Yeah. Do certain things take up like a lot of space?
I mean, there's a lot of porn in there.
Yeah, I guess so. I wonder how much porn is technically like just in your mind.
Just like memories of having seen pornographic images or having imagined them.
Yeah.
I bet it's a fair amount.
It's not none.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was a lean...
Yeah.
A lean dungeon room.
I wonder, you know how I was talking about how I was looking up stuff about serial killers earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're rewatching Dexter, and I got curious about serial killers, and I found out some interesting shit. Like, apparently serial killers, like the most successful most of them are from Colombia, for one thing. I think that might say something about Colombia. But also, the most successful serial killers in the US even, like a thing that they have in common is that they just kind of like dump their bodies in one place and they keep going back to that place and having sex with the bodies until they decompose to the point that they can no longer have sex with them. And I was thinking about that and I was like, what does that mean? Like, what's the threshold? Like you're a dude who's already fucking a dead body. Like, at what point is it like not okay to fuck it anymore? Like, is it just when it's physically impossible? Is it when like there's no vagina left there? Or butthole, I guess? When there's just nothing, there's no hole-shaped anything on it? You know, it's just bones. Like, cause you'd think that these dudes, you know, they could probably just like fuck a pelvis. If they really wanted to. Just lube it up and rub their dick up on it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a sanitation issue. Like maybe it gets to a point where they're like, yeah, if I do that, I'll probably like cut my dick and die, and I want to be able to keep getting fresh ones to fuck. So I'm gonna live long enough to do that.
So how significant is this correlation? Is it like?
It was like, so there's a few serial killers who are like among the top in the world. And like most of them are Colombian, most of them are rapists, and like most of them, it's weird. You would think that the thing would be like some serial killers rape their victims before they kill them, and some, you know, are necrophiles or whatever, but not all. But it seems like it's always either they fuck them before or after they kill them. Like, always.
That's really weird that...
That's just based on me looking at the top Wikipedia list or whatever and reading about them. So okay. I'm sure there are some that don't, but like, it was like a whole bunch of them. That was their MO, it's just like they fuck their victims.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing that...
So the #1 serial killer in the US, I can't remember his name, but he's this guy who, like, as a kid, he was supposedly, like, retarded. Like, he had, like, an IQ of, like, 40 or some shit. And he, like, people didn't like him and stuff, and he, like, stabbed another little kid one time. And the kid survived, but he was, like, walking away from the kid laughing after he stabbed him or whatever. And then later in life, he like went and he fought in Vietnam and shit, and then he comes back and he's got his wife has like cheated on him or whatever, and he breaks up with her and whatnot. Like he's just like a regular ass dude with like a, you know, some weird fucked up stuff that happens, but not like unusual stuff. Just, you know, like his wife cheats on him while he's away, just like bullshit that would happen to some regular guy. And then he starts to fucking murder chicks. He just like murders women and puts them in the woods and fucks their dead bodies. And he gets away with it for like 90 kills. 70 some odd of which he confesses to later on when they catch him.
That is a lot.
Yeah. And his the partners that he had apparently reported that he had an insatiable sexual appetite. Like he's just he would demand sex from them like multiple times a day.
How do you get to that point? I don't like. I guess it's just something that's abnormal. So it's.
Yeah, I don't think most people demand sex from their partners. For one thing, what the fuck is that? Is that a life?
Is that me? Why does Hitler have a picture?
That's
of me?
Nega you. As soon as you touch that, evil you is gonna come out of there and try to strangle you. Oh, it was a life. You know how there's lives?
My health too. Am I? Is this like? Am I getting to Hitler? Is this like?
We're on floor 6. I think there's gonna be more floors.
This is a strange level. Have you like seen what's going on?
Yeah, sort of. I've seen the colors in front of my eyes.
It's infinite. It's infinite. Just like.
Huh. Weird. I mean, it is Hitler's like bunker, I guess, is the idea. So like eventually we get to a point that's like super fortified and stuff.
This goes beyond tactics though, like I don't. It's like a.
He wants his enemies to die of like exhaustion and
just like
deprivation. Of sex deprivation, because you know you need to have sex at least 3 times a day with, preferably with dead bodies.
Right. Oh. I wonder if Hitler liked to fuck dead people.
What's funny is I bet he didn't, and that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I bet like Hitler would think that that's gross.
Hitler's probably.
What does that say about you if there's a thing that Hitler probably wouldn't do?
Yeah.
That you do.
Right. There probably is an end to this.
Probably.
I'm beginning to question.
Man, it's such a weird thing to learn about. Like, you can kind of just get away with shit for a really long time and without being particularly careful, is what I was learning about that. Like you know, in Dexter they portray him as like being really clever and careful and like figuring out ways to dispose of bodies that are just immaculate and there's no way that you could ever figure it out. But these dudes just like take bodies and pile them in the woods.
Yeah.
And just kind of like sometimes cops will find them and they just like can't figure out what the connection is between them or whatever. I think eventually that dude got caught by some DNA shit. Like they just found like, you know, a gallon of his semen inside a dead body or whatever.
A gallon. I mean, that probably helps a lot now that DNA's genetics is a thing.
Yeah.
Genetics and science.
It seems like that would cut down, you know, if my theory is correct that like all serial killers fuck their dead victims, then it seems like we should just always catch them. If you find a body, you found semen, you know? Bam.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. It's like, bro, you know there's blow-up dolls, right? Like...
God made fleshlights for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus, dude. They apparently, when they caught that dude, they apparently, like, consulted with Ted Bundy. Like, fucking...
Like in fucking Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, like in Silence of the Lambs. Like, that's that's exactly what it said in the article I was reading. It was just like, yeah, that there was a task force set up to take this guy down, and one of the dudes, like, on the task force was Ted Bundy. In jail.
Weird.
Yeah. The weird thing about Ted Bundy is that, so this other dude is just like a gross, weird freak human, you know? Like, you see pictures of him and you're like, yeah, I could see how he's a serial killer. But like, Ted Bundy is like a charismatic guy. He's like an actor.
Yeah.
Like, he's like an intelligent, handsome, charismatic dude. So I bet he kind of was like Hannibal Lecter or whatever, you know? Just like... pretty cool cat, except for that whole raping and killing thing that he does.
Yeah. Man, Anthony Hopkins is freaky.
Yeah, he is. That thing he does where he's like...
Yeah. Like a fucking orc in Shadow Mordor.
Yeah.
So I guess that whole labyrinth was just to get this gun, basically.
You should, we should, watch Red Dragon sometime because Edward Norton is in that.
Who's in it?
Edward Norton.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's a, you know, it's a Hannibal Lecter movie with Edward Norton.
Yeah. Good thing I just saved.
Yeah. Clarice. I was surprised at how good that movie was when we like went back and watched it. That movie was just good.
Fucking
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
She's really good. I like her. Like that lady.
Yeah. What else was she in recently?
Elysium.
Oh yeah.
She was the dad chick in Elysium. Calvin thinks that movie is racist. Which it kind of is. Like, he doesn't think it's like, he doesn't like dislike it because of that or whatever. He just thinks that, like, you know,
it's just
all the people up in Elysium are white and all the people down on the ground are Mexican. And it's like, yeah, that's the point
like
of it.
That's like a problem that the world has.
Yeah, like that's like the point of that movie is like, look at how white people be
racist.
keeping.
It portrays a racist thing.
Yeah, exactly. But you know how like people don't like schools want to like publish censored copies or whatever of like Tom Sawyer because they say the N-word in that.
Right.
And it's like, that's just what that character would say. Yeah. I don't know what you like.
Yeah, people.
It's like how in you know, like Pulp Fiction. Nobody bitches about. I mean, I guess probably a bunch of people bitch about Pulp Fiction, but like in Pulp Fiction, you know, the scene where Tarantino is like, "You see the sign on my house that says Dead Neighbor Storage?"
Yeah.
Like he just says that to Samuel L. Jackson, and Samuel L. Jackson takes it in stride because that's the world that those dudes live in.
Yeah.
Like the world that they live in is a bunch of gangsters who will say whatever the fuck they want. And they don't get all sensitive about it, no matter how offensive it is. Because Samuel L. Jackson's character probably says some super fucking offensive racist shit about other races as well. You know, like
it doesn't mean that
people aren't vaginas about it. Basically, like that doesn't make the movie racist that it had a white dude say that word in it.
The movie isn't. Yeah, the movie isn't racist, and it doesn't. Doesn't mean that what is being portrayed is right or whatever. Like necessarily, it's just like.
Yeah.
It's just a portrayal of a thing that exists. It's not...
Yeah.
People, like, think that that's, like, what Quentin Tarantino thinks, too, and stuff, probably. Whereas it's just, like, a thing that's in his story.
Yeah. People are stupid.
He's not, like...
You can't say midget.
Why not?
I don't know. That's such a good joke. That is such a good joke.
Those officers sound like they're saying Leon to me.
They think you're Leon
from Resident Evil.
No, I think they just think that you're some guy named Leon. Maybe they think that all Americans are named Leon.
Sure, that'd be a weird thing. Statue. That suit of armor.
I wonder what's the most ridiculously, wildly incorrect... Like, what's the most wildly incorrect thing about the world that is, like, observably incorrect in everyday life all the time? That someone who is, for all intents and purposes, not insane has gone through their entire life thinking is true.
I mean, like, something like how a lot of people think height is a thing, or something like that.
Well, like, language stuff is easy to overlook. What I mean is, like, something that is, like, obviously untrue. And I also don't mean, like, religion, because, like, you know, it's not obviously untrue, I guess. It's like, you have to think about it in order to figure that out. Like, something where, like, it's like dogs can't look up, or whatever, you know? Like, is there a guy who's gone through his entire life thinking that dogs can't look up, even though that's all dogs ever do to you, is look up at you? you know?
I feel like there's probably a lot of these things, actually.
Because I think that joke in Shaun of the Dead is based on a real thing that some people think.
Yeah.
That dogs can't look up. Because I've heard people say that before.
Right.
And I don't know what that means. Like, it's obviously not that. Like, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That was the example I was thinking of. It was like, what? How could you possibly... Have you never seen a dog in person? Like, that's all they do. That's the only thing that they do. That's the direction they look when they look at you.
Because we're tall and they're short.
Yeah. I think it might be, like, what they're thinking is... You never see a dog go like this. Except that you do sometimes.
Dogs just look straight up.
Yeah, like
for those who can't
like
see.
A dog sticking their nose up in the air. They do that when they're howling.
Yeah, they totally do. Yeah, they totally don't never do that.
Or if you're like up on a deck that's hanging off the back of a 2-story house, and your dog's down in the yard, they totally look straight up at you.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't
know how you could think that.
It's not like a metaphor or something, right? It's just like
dogs can't look up. You know, they can't cast an eye to heaven conscious of their fleeting time here.
Like, is it like a thing? Yeah. Is it like a thing that you're supposed to say after, like, it's like your aunt dies in a car accident.
Oh, it's fucked up, man, but you know what they say, dogs can't look up.
Yeah. Is that what it's supposed to?
It's like, could be worse. You could be a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And that's a thing dogs can't do. That still doesn't make any sense. Still doesn't make any goddamn sense.
I mean, I'm not presuming to know what the metaphor means, but like, maybe it's some folk thing like that or something.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll get a chicken for 1%.
Fuck it. Let's go bowling.
Did we... Was it before the last recording that we watched The Big Lebowski?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Right
yeah, we
before.
talked about it.
It was like the day before or something. Yeah.
That's just like your opinion, man.
For a minute, when we were watching Age of Ultron, I thought that it was Jeff Bridges voicing Ultron.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a bunch of people until I looked it up.
Yeah, no, I thought it was Hugo Weaving.
Yeah.
First.
James Spader is apparently a good voice actor.
Yeah.
I literally haven't seen him in anything except Stargate.
Really?
Yeah. Like, what's he in? Maybe
Boston Legal.
Is he?
No, that's a different guy. I think.
James Spader is like the most generic white dude I've ever seen.
Is it? Wait. Is he in Boston Legal? Or is it a different guy?
The only person I know is in Boston Legal is...
William Shatner.
William Shatner and Dule Hill.
Dule Hill is in it?
Yeah, that's like what he's known for.
I thought that he was known for The West Wing.
Oh.
We know things.
Okay. Is James Spader in The West Wing?
No, I don't. I don't think. I don't think there's any connection there.
I don't understand who James Spader is. Basically, like he's in Stargate.
He's totally in some stuff. Like, I'm trying to think of a thing that he's in.
I want to see him more recently because I'll probably just like recognize him from something. I just don't like know what he looks like.
You don't know what he looks. Oh, he's in The Blacklist, I think.
What is that?
That's just a new show. I don't know much about it, but
it's probably some NSA bullshit.
There's something like, I know there's something like big that he's in.
Apparently, Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, and some other people auditioned to play Ultron or something.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally James Spader as I remember him looking, basically.
I'm really confused about my knowledge of James
He's like
Spader
bald
right now.
and has really short hair now. He's totally in Boston Legal.
Okay.
He's in the blacklist. He's like
glad I'm not
the main guy in that.
And there's something else.
He's like kind of fat. I mean,
there's something else like a show or something that he's...
let me see.
I think Boston Legal is the big thing that I knew him from in the past decade or so. The only reason I know he's in the blacklist is because there was an ad that was on one of our TVs at work forever for it.
I'm looking at filmography. Where's like chronological filmography, you assholes?
You on IMDb?
Yes.
I thought that was just how it was. The mobile version's different.
Yeah.
IMDb is one of the most like humorously useful websites.
We care about movies a lot. Yeah, he's 55 and okay, here we go. Filmography. Cocaine, One Man Seduction.
Classic.
Pretty in Pink. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Storyville. Stargate. Crash. Alien Hunter. Lincoln.
That movie?
Yeah. William in Bilbo.
What?
That's his name in Lincoln.
Oh.
And then Avengers. Television.
Huh.
Frasier. Seinfeld.
I don't think he was like main characters
The
on those
Practice.
shows.
Boston Legal. The Office. He was Robert California in The Office. 19 episodes. And The Blacklist. So yeah, nothing that I care about / know about really.
It must have just been Boston Legal. I think my parents watched that and...
Yeah. Yeah. James Spader.